Alright, good morning everybody. It's your boy Akeen and welcome to this vlog. I'm here to talk about the Missouri Tigers for the 2015 college football season. Now the Tigers went 11-3 last season under head coach Gary Pinkel, and he's been doing a great job coaching this team. They don't really have a huge slew of talent, and no disrespect to this team, but they actually does a great job coaching these teams and these players and actually even getting them ready for the National Football League. Now last season they did have a good run and they did make it to the SEC championship, but got trounced by Alabama in that matchup. Now they're looking to rebound and make it back to the SEC championship, but we will see. They have a tough matchup this upcoming season against the Georgia Bulldogs, who's definitely going to look to solidify the East slot for the SEC title. Now, actually, as far as they're returning most of their offensive linemen as well as their quarterback in Matty Mock, who passed for 2,648 yards passing, 25 touchdowns, and 13 interceptions last year. And as far as his receivers, he doesn't have any returning receivers, his top returning receivers entering this season, but he does have a good running back in Russell Hansbrough, who had 1,084 yards rushing and 10 touchdowns last season right behind him. But Matty Mock is a smart quarterback. He's becoming more confident, and he is entering his junior season, and he had enough experience even as a true freshman and even as a sophomore last year. Now, as far as on the defensive side, there's a couple players that I'm looking at, starting with their linebacker and Kendro Brothers, who had 122 tackles last season. He should make all SEC performance at the end of the year, as well as defensive lineman and Harold Brantley, who had 54 tackles last season and 5 sacks. He should definitely have the chance to become a good defensive end for the Tigers' defensive line. Now, over the course of the last seasons, like Michael Sam, as well as last year in Shane Ray, both those two players were Defensive Player of the Year winners back-to-back for their team. And I think that Brantley could have that opportunity as becoming the third straight player. The likelihood of that happening is slim to none, but it can happen. Now, as far as the recruiting class, they did have the top recruit in the defensive tackle position, and Terry Beckner Jr., who's 6'4", 298 pounds. He can start right away at the defensive tackle position along with Brantley and working side by side. They also picked up the number 6 quarterback in Drew Luttis. I think this is a good player, as well as the number 22 offensive guard in AJ Harris. I think these were decent pickups, but not as great as a pickup as Beckner. I think this was an excellent selection, and I think he could start right away as a true freshman. Now, my prediction this season, according to their schedule, they do not have to play Auburn, Alabama, and LSU. I think this team could go 9-3, and it's between them and Georgia for the SEC East title again this upcoming season. I have Georgia getting that nod over Missouri because I think Missouri will lose to Georgia in that matchup this season. But anything can happen, and we will see. Now, the next time I'm going to catch you guys will be in just a couple of minutes. I have 5 more blogs for you for today. Thank you for watching this blog. I'm your man, Hakeem McCall. Be easy.